Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a little bit of a different video, something that I just felt like I really wanted to share because I am turning 29 in a couple of days, and so I wanted to share 29 life lessons that I have learned before turning 29. I wrote them all down so I wouldn't forget them, so that I can read them out loud and explain a little bit more about them. But these are all things that I have either been told or just have learned throughout the years of my life, and I feel like they're worth sharing because it's something that has really changed my perspective and the way that I see a lot of things. So number one, no one can make you feel unworthy without your permission. And that is something that I want everybody to remember, is that you decide how people treat you. Like whatever you allow them to do is how you set the tone for the future of the relationship. So if you allow people to just walk all over you, you don't set any boundaries or anything like that, that is exactly the kind of relationship that you're going to have. If you let somebody dictate your worth, that's how it's going to go moving forward. So you are, your own author of your own story. You get to decide what boundaries you want to set, and it's always healthy to set boundaries. Most things in life are outside of your control. Your attitude is not one of them. So one thing that I always think about is the fact that literally everything that happens in life is a series of consequences or results from other things, a lot of them being outside of my control. There's a lot of things in life that happen, good or bad, that you cannot control. They're completely outside of your control, how somebody reacts, all that kind of stuff. But the only thing that you can control is your attitude, your perspective, how you decide to move forward. So whether something great happens to you or something not so great happens to you, you decide how to take that on, what kind of lessons you want to learn, what kind of steps you want to take moving forward, and you are responsible for what happens next in terms of your perspective and your attitude towards it. Number three, success is relative. What I mean by this is what I define as success may not be what you define as success, and that is totally fine. We are all different people, we're all different humans, and I may have certain goals set that are different than the goals that you have, and just because I accomplish some of them does not mean that that is what you would determine to be successful. And perhaps for some people, let's say moving up at the corporate ladder is their own definition of success. Whereas for other people, being able to have freedom to do whatever, job they desire, that is their definition of success. So it totally varies. It is totally relative person to person. And what somebody else dictates is success to them does not necessarily imply that that is what success should be to you. 4, choose your partner and friends wisely. And it's funny because I don't think I've ever shared this story on YouTube, but Chris and I actually got engaged after like 9 months of dating, so it was pretty early on, and things just moved very quickly for a variety of reasons, but I don't regret anything, honestly. We've been together for 8 years this year, and so clearly it has been successful and we're very happy together. But I do always tell people, make sure that you get to know the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, because at the end of the day, you are literally spending the rest of your life with that person, ideally. And for me personally, a big thing is I feel like he's just my best friend. Like, I literally want to tell him everything. Something good or bad happens, he's the person that I want to go to. I love spending time with him. Like, that's just a great thing. And so for me, I found exactly what I was looking for, and I was very grateful and lucky that I found it early on. But don't just settle. Make sure that who you're choosing to spend the rest of your life with is somebody that you truly want to be with. And on a similar token, same thing with friendships. Obviously, you're not making such a commitment like marriage, but you do want to make sure that you're being selective with who you want to have in your inner circle, because they always say that you are the sum of the 5 people that you're closest to. And that truly is the case most of the time. So you want to be surrounded by people that you feel like are genuinely inspiring you feel comfortable with, you feel like you can trust, and you feel like you can be yourself. Number 5, no is a complete sentence. And that is one that has took me a very long time to understand. It wasn't until I want to say last year that I truly started saying just no. You don't owe anyone an explanation. If there's something that you don't want to do, you don't have to explain why you don't want to do it. You can literally just say, no, I don't want to go to that place. I don't want to do this thing. I don't want to talk to this person. No is a complete answer. And setting boundaries is really healthy. And I know it can be uncomfortable, especially if you're a people pleaser, but trust me, get in the habit of saying no if something doesn't feel right, because you deserve to be able to do what feels right to you. Number 6, always make sure to save before spending. So I am fully aware that not everybody will be able to save money. Like, there are a lot of people that have a lot of expenses, and it gets really hard to actually save money. So putting that aside, if you are able to save some money, I would suggest and this is something that I just have learned over the years. Again, I'm not telling you how to live. This is just something that I have learned. Pay your bills, save some money, like set some money aside for saving, and then spend the rest on whatever it is that you desire. Because at the end of the day, I also don't believe in saving every single dime that you have, because at the end of the day, you want to also live your life. However, it is important to save for a rainy day because you never know what may happen. Also, have you seen the price of the houses lately? You want to be able to like save up so that you can have a house one day, hopefully, or you know, if that's something that you desire. But at the end of the day, saving is really important. And so what I personally believe in is paying the bills and then saving a little bit, and then whatever's left can be spent. Traveling, beauty products, clothing, whatever it is that your heart desires. 7. It's worse to worry about eating a piece of cake than simply eating it. Now, I have shared a video before. I have struggled a lot with eating situations in the past, and oftentimes I spent more time stressing and worrying about eating something than I would have actually done if I had eaten the thing. When we stress, we are harming our body and our, you know, health, because stress is, and it's something that I'm still working on, I'm still trying to manage, but stress is really, really bad for your health. Obviously, like a little amount of stress is always good because it gets you going, it pushes you, but actual stress is definitely not good, not something that you should be having on a daily basis. And sometimes we stress so much about what could happen if we eat that slice of cake or that ice cream or whatever it may be, that we end up having a worse experience than if we just ate whatever thing that is stressing us out. Also, life is too short to not enjoy what you're eating. Number 8, if it is not a hell yes, it is a no. This one took me a while to accept because I tend to be a people pleaser, I would say. And so if it's not something that feels truly right in your body, if your gut is not telling you like, yes, go for it, this is the right decision, this is the right thing to do, it's probably a no. And that's okay, because remember, the no is a complete sentence, and you're also entitled to set your own boundaries and do whatever it is that feels right to you. Life is too short to not be doing what feels like a hell yes. Honestly, I truly believe in that. Number 9, very much aligned with that, trust your gut. There is a reason why the gut is considered the second brain. You literally need to trust that little thing. Well, it's not that little, I guess. But anyway, my point is, trust your gut. If it doesn't feel right in your body, it's probably not right. But if it does feel right, take that risk, take that chance, go for it. Number 10, this is one that I started doing last year, and it is take yourself out on dates. I have been enjoying some solo dates. I actually haven't been doing them that much recently because I've been so busy, but oh my gosh, I prioritized that a lot last year, and it was so fun to just go outside, spend some time with myself, took myself out to lunch or whatever I needed, you know, a coffee date, whatever it may be. Learn to enjoy your own company, because if you can't understand or enjoy your own company or accept your own company, why would somebody else enjoy it? So I think the more you start dating yourself and understanding yourself, getting to know yourself, the more you can push that out onto the world and have people, you know, want to spend time with you. Because at the end of the day, if you know yourself, if you love yourself, if you accept yourself, that comes out. Like really, that puts that energy out into the universe. And I truly believe that when somebody accepts themselves and is genuinely happy with who they are, you just glow differently. 11, one that I'm still working on, make sleep a priority. Honestly, you have no idea how great sleep is for your body. I really think that sleep is very underrated. I think that, you know, that whole like sleep is for the weak, I'll sleep enough when I'm dead, blah, 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 blah. I don't believe in that anymore, because I know how exhausted I am all the time. However, it is something that I'm still working on because, well, we only have 24 hours in a day. Make sleep a priority. I cannot emphasize how important that is. And on a similar note, resting is productive. I know, especially in the US and this day and age, the hustle culture is a big thing, and believe me, I'm part of that, but resting is so productive. You know how you have to charge your phone, charge your computer, charge whatever so that it can be full again and you can use it to its fullest and it can operate properly? You function the exact same way. You need to rest, you need to unplug, you need to relax and take some time to just do fun things that recharge you so that you can feel better and perform better. 13, do not underestimate the power of a dance party. Oh my goodness, music is amazing. And there's something so great about just blasting some music, getting up from your chair, bed, whatever, and dancing it out. Feel the music, let it just go through your body and move that body however it feels right. It's quite therapeutic. 14, and I say this in every single skincare video that I make, wear sunscreen every single day. Seriously, every single day wear sunscreen. That's all that I can say. Just wear sunscreen. My personal favorite is Summer Friday sunscreen, but honestly, any sunscreen is better than no sunscreen. Well, is it? I don't know, but I think so. Try to go with SPF 30 at least. If you can go to SPF 50, that's even better, but just please wear sunscreen. Number 15, stop putting so much weight to other people's opinions. I cannot emphasize how good it is when you just don't care what other people think. I don't feel like that 24/7, let me clarify. But when I do feel it, boy, it's great. At the end of the day, the most important opinion that you should rely on is your own. If you feel content in who you are, if you accept yourself, if you accept your decisions, if you feel like they're, you know, if you're just okay with everything that you're doing, that's all that matters. Block out that external noise. It doesn't matter. Your opinion of yourself is more important than anyone else's. 16, laughter is medicine. Truly, I do believe in the power of joy and the power of laughing. Watch a TV show that makes you laugh, a movie that makes you laugh. Go to a, comedy show. Talk to that friend that makes you laugh every time. Whatever it is, just focus on bringing out that joy and that positivity and that laughter, because truly it is medicine. I mean, it does release certain hormones that are really, really good for you. So I would definitely go for it. Number 17, literally no one can see your clothing size, nor does it change who you are as a person. I was always so worried about, will people know what clothing size I'm wearing? Like, what are they gonna think? It doesn't matter. First of all, literally nobody can see your clothing size, so why does it even matter? I'm not going around telling people like, oh, this is the size that I'm wearing on my shirt today. No, who cares? And nobody's asking anyway. And also, whether you're a size extra, extra small to extra, extra large, it doesn't change your value as a person. It does not matter. Truly does not matter. And I know it's easier for me to sit here and tell you this than it is for you to probably understand it, perhaps. But believe me when I tell you, it doesn't change your value as a person. I can assure you that none of your friends say that they're your friends because you're a size small. So stop worrying about that. 18, healing your inner child is tough work, but is so rewarding. Whew. Inner child work is hard. It really is hard. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is very hard, especially some people have more trauma than others. I completely understand that. And it is hard. It's hard work, but it is so rewarding when you're able to give that inner child the peace and love that it deserves and that perhaps it never got. When you're able to be that adult, that loving person to your own inner child, I don't think anything feels better than that, honestly. And that's probably some of the hardest work that I've had to do, is healing my inner child. And I get a little bit emotional just thinking about it, but it's just a whole process of forgiving and loving and building trust, reassurance, acceptance. But once you're on the other side, it's pretty good. On a similar vein, forgive yourself and others. There's no point in holding grudges, whether it's with you or with somebody else. Let things go. Even if you don't have a relationship with that other person, you can forgive and forget and move on and leave that person aside. It doesn't matter. Just don't hold on to that grudge, because it hurts you more than it hurts anything else. So if somebody has done any, wrong or anything, just forgive them. Even if it's not in person, if you're not telling them like, hey, I forgive you. It's something that I used to do, was I would write a letter whenever I was like really upset at somebody. I would just write a letter to that person, and then I would just shred it, burn it, whatever, but I would just make sure that I let out all those feelings that I had, so that I wasn't holding on to that grudge, because it really was eating me alive and it wasn't really doing anything else. It wasn't changing the situation. It wasn't going to change anything. It was just disturbing me and my peace. So forgive yourself and forgive others that may have hurt you. Number 20, drink lots of water. I know we all know that we need water, but I think that it is still underrated. I don't think people drink enough water, and make sure you are drinking water. So if you're thirsty right now, go grab a glass of water, drink some water, keep watching the video, but drink some water. Stay hydrated. 21, take a good probiotic. I love taking care of my gut health, and probiotics will change your life when taken correctly. My personal favorite is Seed, but there are so many good probiotics out there. Just try to find something that works for you, but believe me, taking care of your gut health goes a long way. 22, growth happens outside of your comfort zone. And this is very true. Every second that I have spent outside of my comfort zone has been a second where I have come back stronger and better and become somebody that I'm proud of. So if something feels scary or challenging, just know that the reward is gonna be pretty great. And even if you don't succeed, again, success is relative, you still took a chance on yourself, you still believed in yourself, and that is something that's worth celebrating. So get out of your comfort zone, try something new, and that's where the magic happens. 23, working out should be fun, not make you miserable. It took me a long time to realize that I could do a workout that I enjoyed, even if it wasn't the workout that was currently trending or that people told me that I should be doing, or blah, blah, blah. I personally love low impact workouts. Bar and Pilates are my thing. I understand not everybody loves it. Some people love CrossFit, some people love running. I don't understand that. Some people like swimming, some people like lifting weights. Whatever it is that you enjoy, that's what you should do. 24, traveling is the best way to learn about other cultures and yourself. Anytime I have traveled and I have learned about a different country and a different culture, I find little things that I want to incorporate into my daily life, because I find it so fascinating and so just beautiful seeing how different cultures across the world operate and what they do differently, and how I can take a little piece of everything and bring it into my daily life if possible. It's also a great way to learn more about yourself, because when you're out of your comfort zone, if you're in a country where maybe you don't speak the language, or maybe it is a completely different culture barrier and a culture shock, you grow a lot then. So yes, traveling is extremely fun, but it's also a great opportunity to learn. 25, be selective about what you pay attention to. Now how they say where attention goes, energy flows, it is so true. Choose wisely what you're paying attention to, because your energy will focus on that. And you want to make sure that you're spending your energy wisely. Don't stress over things that don't matter. Focus on the things that you really feel like are going to make an impact. Number 26, and something that when I do, I feel so great, so I need to do it more often. Take phone breaks often. Literally, the days that I am away from my phone feel so good and so rewarding, because I get to just connect with nature, with the present day, with everything that's going on that doesn't involve social media or the news or anything that's just going to disturb my peace sometimes. It's really great to unplug from your phone. If you're able to, make it one day a week or once a month if one day a week is too much for you. But take a day where you just completely unplug from your phone. I would advise letting your loved ones know that you're going to be offline that day so that they don't worry if they don't hear from you. Number 27, if it will not matter in 5 months, don't spend more than 5 minutes worrying about it. And I am a worrier. So I definitely worry a lot about things that perhaps I shouldn't be worrying about. And that's how I try to remind myself, will this matter in 5 months? Heck, will this matter in 1 month? A week? A day? I don't know. If the answer is no, then why am I spending time worrying about it right now? Why am I wasting my precious time and putting my energy into something that will not matter in the future? 28, believe you can and you're halfway there. You've probably heard that before, but truly there is nothing better than when you actually believe in yourself and how powerful you are and how strong you are and how capable you are. If you can overcome that limiting belief or that, lack of trusting yourself, you're powerful. Trust me when I say that when you are able to believe that you're actually capable of doing something, you're gonna make it happen. And 29, speak to yourself kindly. The way that you speak to yourself really matters. The words that you use to refer to yourself, or when talking to yourself, if you look at yourself in the mirror and you're talking to yourself in a negative way, that really will affect you. So choose to be kind with yourself. If you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you don't like what you see, instead of tearing yourself apart, to say, I'm still worthy, I'm still loving, I still deserve happiness and joy and all good things. And I am working on loving myself and this version of myself and my future version and my past version and everything that makes me unique. So anyway, those are my 29 life lessons that I have learned for my 29th birthday. There's honestly so much more that I could share, but I wanted to focus on some 29 lessons that have made a real impact in my life, and some that clearly I'm still working on or that I still need to put a little bit more effort into. But these 29 lessons have really changed a lot for me. And so I hope that at least one of them was able to inspire you to live a better life, love on yourself a little bit more, prioritize joy and feeling good. And whether you're turning 29, 21, 18, 40, whatever it is, it's never too late to start loving yourself. So if there's anything that you take from this video, is take some time to connect with yourself, give yourself a little bit of love, and know that you are so worthy. With that being said, I always love learning more about people's favorite quotes, favorite life lessons. Whatever you want to share, please leave that in the comment section. I think it's truly valuable when we're able to share things with each other and grow and inspire each other to be better. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.